Hello, I'm Garrett Leeds, and I'm the Libertarian candidate for the State House of Representatives, District 23. I'm a single dad, safety manager for a company that provides residential and other services for people with disabilities, an aspiring author, and now, despite all the other things I have going on, I've decided to run for the legislature. Why? Because I care. I want each and every one of us to be able to be as happy and free as possible. Unfortunately, that's not the direction we're headed in. Under the two major parties, government has continued to grow and people are less free. On both sides of the aisle, it seems like the most important things are gaining and keeping power and money. Principles don't seem to matter much anymore. You know what though? Principles matter to me. Principles based on natural human rights will be the basis for my votes as your representative, not polls, consultants, or lobbyists. Life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, as described in the Declaration of Independence, are the basis of those principles. The U.S. and Oregon constitutions will be my guides in applying those principles. What that means is if a bill rolls back or prevents government infringements on your liberties, I'll vote for it. If a bill infringes on your freedom, I'll vote against it. It's that simple. I'd like to discuss a few issues today, but you can read more on my website at www.leadsfororegon.com. As I've attended forums and answered questionnaires, probably the most common question has been how will we make sure this or that is funded? In my opinion, a better starting place is to determine if this or that is something the government should be doing. It's your money. The government's only a steward. Our tax system is in need of a comprehensive overhaul. Personal and business taxes, including property taxes, should be lowered and simplified. Working for my employer over the last 15 years, I've seen the effects of laws, rules, and regulations. Funds that could have been used to directly provide services have been spent instead to comply with government mandates. Changes in overtime rules and the minimum wage are causing us to make some systematic changes. Since some of the funds we receive come from the federal government, we have to comply with their mandates as well. For example, because of the federal rules, we are going through the cost of replacing all the doorknobs in our group homes. Each of these regulations makes it more expensive and more difficult to do our job and provide caring, quality services for the people we support. One of my job duties is to conduct first aid and CPR training. One thing I really appreciate about our training video is EMTs are referred to as people with more advanced training, not first responders. Realistically, in an emergency of any kind, the people already on scene and the first ones there are the first responders. If someone breaks into your home, you are the first responder. Each of us should have the ability to respond appropriately in an emergency, including through self-defense. The right to defend yourself is a basic human right, and the right to bear arms is intimately related to this. I will staunchly defend your rights to defend yourself and to bear arms. Many of the questions I've answered have had to do with how the state should support children so they can have the best education and opportunities. The government likes to have one-size-fits-all solutions. Let's be honest though. One size doesn't fit all, and each child is different. I have a younger sister. Growing up, I didn't understand why our parents treated us differently. It didn't seem fair. Eventually, I realized we were treated differently because we're different people. Our parents respected our individuality. Parents know their children best. When it comes to education, there should be as many choices as possible, and the decisions should be made by parents and local school boards. Another way we can support our children is to stop breaking up families through overcriminalization. Children are most likely to thrive when both their parents are in the home, yet overcriminalization has led to many people being incarcerated because of victimless crimes. Those convicted of victimless crimes should be pardoned. This includes those serving time because of the war on drugs. If a parent is in prison, they can't be there for their family. Even after they're released, it can be difficult for them to find a job because of their criminal record. I'm a firm believer in personal responsibility. However, overcriminalization has done far more harm than good. Families have been broken up, and parents can't get jobs. How are children supposed to thrive when their family is incomplete and the adults that are there can't work? Thank you for your time. Humbly and respectfully, I ask for your vote. Thank you.